Hello, welcome to the first class in the chakra series. So in this class we're going to be focusing on the root chakra, Muladhara Chakra. I'll talk you through it as we go. It's going to be about 30 minutes. So you're going to just sit to start, however's comfortable, whether it's cross-legged or kneeling. Just make sure you can sit with a nice long spine. I'm sitting on my brick. And once you're comfortable, you can start to close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, just acknowledging your physical body, your physical presence. And acknowledging where your body touches the floor. So the Muladhara Chakra is all about the earth element. So it's connecting with the earth, with what's physical, what's in our physical reality. And this chakra is related to feelings of safety and security in the world. And sometimes life can throw us off course a little bit and we can feel a bit unsafe, especially amidst a global pandemic as we've been through this year. And working with the root chakra just reminds us of our connection to the earth, reminds us that we're always supported, we're always safe, the earth will always provide for us. So I'd like you to just drop your attention inwards and down to the very base of your spine. This chakra is situated at the very lowest part of the torso, kind of the perineum, or the very tip of the tailbone. I'd like you just to imagine a spinning kind of wheel or vortex just at the very base of your spine. It can be kind of in the center of the torso, around the area of your perineum. So just drop your focus down and imagining or feeling into this spinning wheel of energy there. And the color is a deep maroon red. And sometimes when I kind of connect to that spiral, even if I'm just starting to visualize that spiral in a clockwise direction, my spine just likes to move a little bit in that direction, in that kind of clockwise direction. So if you feel like doing that too, you're welcome to, or you can just sit still. So each chakra being a spinning kind of vortex of energy related to different physical, mental, and emotional attributes. So this chakra kind of governs the lower body, legs, down to feet. Our connection with the earth, whatever's touching the earth. Feeling strong and stable within our foundation. So as you visualize that red spinning vortex within, I'd like you to internally repeat this affirmation: I am safe and supported. I am safe and supported. Now we're going to start to deepen the breath. As you inhale, you're bringing your breath right down into the lower belly, right down into the Muladhara Chakra, right to the very base of your torso. And as you exhale, you kind of send that energy further down through the legs and into the earth. So as you inhale, you're bringing the breath right down to Muladhara. And as you exhale, you're grounding your energy through your legs, feet, into the earth. We're going to do that 5 more times at your own pace. Inhaling down. Exhaling down further. Inhaling down. Exhaling down into the earth. 3 more by yourself. Lovely. And you can start now to blink your eyes open, but still keeping your gaze quite soft, kind of half shut. So you can still see what I'm doing, but you're not kind of looking around the room for distraction. Okay, we're just going to come down onto our backs. Knees can be bent, feet down, arms alongside the body, palms facing down. Getting ready for a little bridge pose, just to start activating the legs. So as you inhale, you're going to press into your feet and lift your hips up into the air. And as you exhale, you're just going to lower gently back down. Kind of try and peel the spine down slowly. And then as you inhale, you're going to lift back up. Legs strong, pressing through your feet, squeezing a little bit through your glutes at the top. Lower belly draws in. And then as you exhale, slowly roll down again. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, pushing into the ground, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, peeling the spine up. Exhale, lowering down. Again, keep it flowing with your own breath. Last one. This time just staying up. So stay up for your exhale. Okay, see if you can activate the glutes a little bit, but without taking too much work away from the legs. Try and keep a little bit of space under the chin, so you're not collapsing the neck. Last breath in. As you breathe out, with control, lowering back down again onto the mat. Lift your feet off the floor and just hug your knees in towards your chest. And just rock a little bit from side to side, kind of massaging that very lowest part of your spine, the sacrum. You might have to move your knees a bit away from you to get a massage of the kind of top of the buttocks and the lowest part of the spine. Okay, and we're just going to widen the legs apart. Grab hold of the big toes if you can reach for a happy baby pose. If you can't quite reach the toes, you can just hold the ankles and maybe just have the feet together, kind of in a butterfly in the air. You might rock a little bit from side to side. I like to hold the pinky edges of my feet. And you're just kind of pressing down into the feet with the fingers, and you're pressing back into the fingers with your feet. So you're quite stable and strong in the legs and hips. Take one more breath here, down into your Muladhara Chakra, this deep red in your perineum area. Okay, and then we'll just bring the feet back together, knees back together, bring the feet down. We're just going to take a little twist while we're here. So we're just going to take the feet a little bit wider apart, about hip width again. Press into the feet to lift the hips off the floor and move them a little bit over to the left side of your mat. Lift the feet up, bring the knees together, and then drop your knees over to the right side of your mat. Head can look out to the left for a twist. We'll just stay for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, turn your head back to center. Use your abdominal muscles to start lifting your knees back to center as well. Bring the feet down. Shuffle your bum a little bit over to the right, pressing into the feet. Lift the feet back up off the floor as you inhale. Exhale, twist. Legs over to the left, looking out to the right. We'll stay for 3 breaths here. Throughout this practice, really aware of everything that's touching the floor. This grounding. Through every exhale, you kind of relax deeper into the floor. Inhale, lift your head back up. Lift your knees back up. Moving your bum back into the middle. Hug your knees into your chest as you exhale. Another little rock from side to side. And then we're going to hold behind the knees and just rock and roll. So you might just come straight up. Otherwise you might come back and rock a couple of times if it feels okay for your spine. My ground's a little bit hard, so I'm just going to come right up. When you're ready, come up, come to tabletop. Walk your hands back. So you're in the middle of the mat. We'll just move through a couple of cat-cows. So inhale, ground through your hands, ground through your feet and knees. As you drop the belly, lift the chin and the tailbone. Exhale, round the back. Draw the belly in, chin to chest, tail tucks. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the tail, chest and chin. Exhale to round. And just keep that going. Your breath is your guide. Your movement follows your breath. Drawing us kind of out of our heads, out of thoughts, planning, worrying, all very ethereal and airy in nature, to what's beneath us, this solid ground, this earth, our physical bodies. Okay, coming back to center. We're going to extend the left leg out behind us, so it's in line with the rest of the body. The toes point down, so the foot's flexed. You push through your heel. All of your muscles of your leg squeeze towards the bone, the center of the leg, and you draw your lower belly in. From here, reach your right arm up as well, looking forward, maybe about 1 meter in front of you. 2 more deep breaths. Note the grounding aspect of this pose. I am safe and supported. Okay, release hand and foot, and just kind of loosen and rock the hips from side to side, freeing up energy in your hips and legs again. We're going to do the same on the other side. When you're ready, extend your right leg out behind, flex through the foot, toes point down, draw your lower belly in, and then you can lift the left arm forward. Breathe here. Everything draws into this midline of your body, with your focus resting on your Muladhara. Okay, bring the hand back down, the knee back down. Again, maybe circle a little bit through the hips. Come back to center. You're going to bring your knees wide, your big toes together, and sink back to an extended child's pose. Arms can come forward, rest your head down. But soften the elbows, so draw the hands in a bit closer towards yourself. And breathe. Give yourself completely to the earth. Every exhale, deepening your connection with it. With your next inhale, just start to look up towards your hands again, coming back up onto all fours and tucking your toes. I'm going to do a little stretch out for the feet, our connection with the earth. So tuck your toes under and just start to bring your bum back towards your heels. And this might be enough for some people just to stay here. Okay. If you're a little bit more open in the toes, you can walk your hands closer to your knees, or maybe completely up onto your thighs. Okay, but feel free to come forward if it feels too intense. We're just going to move a little bit through the upper body while we're here. If you're keeping your hands down, you don't have to move so much through the upper body. You can just stay and breathe. But if your hands are on your thighs, just inhale, lift your heart up towards the sky, lift your chin. And then exhale round, draw the chin to chest. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the heart. Exhale round. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back up. With your inhale, we're going to release, coming forward. Hands back down to tabletop and just tap your feet. Just to release those toes. Let's just stretch out the wrists a little bit. So just turning your fingers out towards the sides of the mat and a little bit wider apart, and just rock from side to side, kind of weight over the wrists, just getting a little bit of a stretch across each forearm. And then turning your left hand just fully to face inwards. It might not completely turn inwards, it might be a bit diagonally. You can turn your right hand back forward again. Just feel a nice stretch across your left wrist. Stay for a breath. Okay, then turn back to center. Turn the hand the other way, so palm facing up, back of hand down, fingers point in. Okay, then release. Do the other side, turn your right fingers in. Nice stretch for the right wrist. To feel more, if you want to feel more, you just lower the bum back a bit towards the heels. You probably don't have to though. Turn the hand back forward. Palm faces down, fingers point in, a little stretch for the wrist the other way. Okay, let's bring the hands back down. Bring them a little bit further forward than tabletop, a few inches further forward. Tuck the toes, come up to downward facing dog. And use this as a nice stretch for the whole back of the body. Breathing deeply. Legs can walk out if you like. Maybe one knee bends, the other leg straightens. Taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to release the face, the jaw. I'm going to take the feet a bit wider apart. They actually come off the mat, so they're either side of the mat, toes pointing forward. Walk the hands just slightly back and come onto your fingertips. So you're pushing back a bit through your heels. You've still got this nice space in the upper back and chest. Breathe here. Walk your hands even further back. So now you're in a wide leg forward fold at the bottom of your mat. You're going to use your right hand to just grab around the front of the left leg and just grab the left calf. And then your right hand is going to, your left hand, is going to thread underneath and just reach wherever it can on the right leg. And you're twisting yourself a little bit towards that left leg, getting a bit of a stretch across that right shoulder. Breathe here. Releasing back to center. We'll swap sides so the left hand takes hold of the back of the right leg. The right hand threads in the gap between the leg and the arm and reaches for the left leg wherever it can. And you twist over to the right. Breathe. One more breath. Sometimes I really like in through the nose, out through the mouth. Especially if there's some residual tension to release. Okay, turn back to the middle. Turn your heels out, your heels in, your toes out. Maybe a little bit closer together, back onto the mat. So we're going to bend the knees and come into a low squat. For some of you, you might have your heels lifted. It might not be possible to lower the heels. You can also, if you have a spare rolled up yoga mat, you can just slide that underneath your heels, okay? Or you can just be in a bit of a higher squat. Your knees and hips will tell you what to do. Okay, but if you're in a low squat, just bringing your hands together, using your elbows to press into your knees into your elbows, draw up, connect your Muladhara Chakra again. Breathe down into it. Exhale, feel your energy ground down through your legs, feet into the earth. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale down to Muladhara. Exhale, ground. And you might lift the pelvic floor as you exhale. Okay, inhale. Kind of open the pelvic floor and then exhale. Draw the pelvic floor up as you ground through the feet. Release your hands back down. Let's walk the hands back out to a downward facing dog and just walk the legs out a little bit of relief for the legs. Now look forward towards the hands and step up to the top of your mat. In just a nice soft forward fold over the legs. Let your head hang. Feet might be hip distance apart, knees slightly bent. Just staying for 2 more breaths here. Releasing the hands down. We're going to bend the knees and come up into a chair pose. Okay, so knees bent. Inhale, lift your arms up. So you come to an upright position. Stay here as you exhale. We'll take 2 more breaths. Again, feel that strong earth current. With your exhale, fold back down over the legs. Inhale, we're going to come halfway back up. Exhale, fold back down, step back to your down dog. Take 1 inhale in down dog. And then exhale to lower the knees and come into your child's pose. Feet together, big toes together, knees wide. Groove yourself down. 1 hand on top of the other maybe. Rest your head. Take a big breath in here. Completely fill up. And then exhale out through the mouth. Sliding forward now onto your belly. 1 hand on top of the other. Your head can rest on your hands, maybe looking one way. And feel the whole front of your body ground. Your heart beating on the earth. I am safe and supported. I am safe and supported. Rolling over onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees butterfly out to either side. Arms alongside the body, palms facing up, and you might just have the tips of your thumbs touching the tips of your index fingers lightly. Again, connect to this swirling vortex of energy, the very base of your spine, your perineum area, this deep maroon red. Let your breaths just soften. Now you can close your legs, just closing your left leg on top of your right for a little bit of a twist. You can look up to your left arm, so knees down to the right, looking out to the left. And turning the head back to center, open the legs back to that butterfly shape. And then close them the other way. Right knee on top of left, look out to your right. Opening the legs back up into that butterfly, and then releasing the feet apart again, coming into your Shavasana, lying on your back. If you need any extra cushions under your head or under your knees, feel free. I'm just going to stay here for the last couple of minutes. Just fully grounding, earthing your body, resting upon the earth. I am safe. I am supported. It's almost like the earth is kind of recharging your batteries. Just flicking the reset button. You can start to deepen your breath again. Please feel free to stay a bit longer if you have the time. Okay, just relax until you feel ready to get up. But if you have to get on with your day, just moving a little bit through your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Maybe stretching your arms over your head. And then rolling onto one side of your body and pushing yourself gently back up to a seat. Taking your time. Once you're seated, bring your hands together, Anjali Mudra at the heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, down into the Muladhara. As you breathe out, bowing forward, head towards your heart. Final grounding. Lifting your head back up. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.